Brightest blessings. This is Maggie, and this is my fourth and final reading for the Tarot Reading Contest of 2024. Our question comes from Rebecca, and she asks, "What direction should I take my tarot readings that is in alignment with my soul's purpose?" Okay, so we will look at this question. And today I'm using my Star Maiden Tarot, which I love. And and I would just like to say that this is a question that, really resonates with me because I've been wondering the same thing. So it is a pleasure to be able to do a reading for you. And hopefully we can help you out with where you should be going. Okay. So, set the deck here. All right. Our first card is we are going to look at what is your strength as a tarot reader. And we have the card, the Knight of Wands. So your strength is that you have a mission. You take it as a holy calling and a mission in life to help others with the tarot. And this is your passion. Wands are fiery. They're, raring to go, passionate about what it is they're doing, their cause in life. So this is a really good strength to have. You're caring and you're passionate and you're driven. The knight saw his cause as a holy calling on his life to serve whoever his ruler was, and he was loyal. So these are all strengths that you have as a tarot reader. You're not in it for yourself, you're in it for the other person, and you really want to help them and guide them and just make their life better by what reading you give to them. And that is really, really great. And so this is you're passionate about what you do, and that is really key to being able to stay at it and improve. All right, now as a tarot reader, what area should you be working on? And here we have the Star card. Okay, now with the Star, we're having a strong spiritual connection to what it is you are doing. So just try to deepen that. Spend more time enriching yourself spiritually. Make sure that you take time for yourself, doing self-care, making sure you're in the right mental and emotional places so that you'll be able to do readings for people when you're running low on spiritual energy. You're just not going to be able to tap into what your querent needs to hear. Um, and by prioritizing your spiritual well-being, it's going to help you be in a place to recognize where you need to go next, what it is your querent needs from you. And this will just help you be in a place to manifest your desire, which is to take your tarot along the path that is in alignment with your soul's purpose. Um, when you are in tune to your spirit, you will be more readily in tune to be led by your spirit guides and whatever energies are working with you to do these readings. So be sure to take care of yourself and nurture that spirituality, whatever path it is that you follow, even if it's just a daily meditation practice, something that helps feed your soul, so that you are ready to move forward as the spiritual signposts pop up in your life. Okay, next let's look and see what challenge you have in your life to accomplishing what you want. And here we have the Hierophant. There's likely some forces at work in your life that are probably making it difficult for you to feel comfortable moving forward in your tarot reading. And it could be that there are beliefs or structures or rules that you were given as you started as a tarot reader that are not serving you. They're just going to hold you back. Each reader has their own style. They have their own connection to the cards, and they develop their own method of reading after learning, the traditional basic structure. That traditional basic structure is our training wheels, okay? And they're necessary to get us started on the path. But once you're riding down the sidewalk on your bike and your training wheels aren't touching the ground anymore, you don't need those training wheels anymore. That doesn't mean you throw out the traditional meanings, but don't let them hold you back. Every deck is created by an artist who has a slightly different take on the deeper meaning of these cards, and they bring that into their art form. Like you can see, these are very similar to the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith images, but there is a slightly different interpretation. And those interpretations can help you tap into a different level or layer of the card that you maybe not have thought of before. And that will help you um, adjust your readings in a more personal way for the querent. Don't ignore your intuition. Okay? Don't let the rules, the traditions, the structures that you were brought up under dampen or quiet down your intuition. That is your most valuable asset as a reader. When you flip a card and you get a first impression, go with that and see where it takes you and the querent in pursuing their question. So don't let yourself be straitjacketed by how other people do readings, how you were originally taught or learned the tarot. Be more open to following your intuition, listening to spirit guides, and trying some new things. Basically, be true to yourself. Don't let others dictate to you how you should be reading and in what direction you should be taking your readings. Okay, now our next card is, what role does tarot reading play in your life? And we will look at that as Four of Swords. Tarot reading is restful and relaxing for you. I can relate to that. It's kind of like a meditative process. And those are so valuable and useful in our days today with so much stress and uncertainty. So being able to take the time to work with your cards, tap into their energy, and doing readings for yourself or for others is a restorative process, and treat it like the spiritual art and meditative practice that it actually is. This helps you tap into the spirit and be more in tune with your intuition, and that will give you more meaningful readings for yourself and for others. Okay, so we have covered those. Let's go to the last card, which is, how do you move forward in what it is you want to accomplish? And here we have the Three of Wands. So you have a journey ahead of you, and you need to be expanding your horizons. Look at how you've been using it in your life up to this point and consider how it can move you forward. You are on the right track with where you need to go. It's great giving out readings for feedback, and when you're learning, that is a vital thing to do. But there's also a period of time when you need to start charging. Your time and your energy is worth something. And there are people out there that will not value anything unless they have to pay for it. And it doesn't have to necessarily be monetarily, it can be an exchange of services or goods. But, you know, there are times when you offer people free readings because they're really in a bad spot or they need, a pick me up. Um, you just have to listen to your heart in those moments. But really, you know, it's time to expand your horizons and step out and start putting yourself out there as a reader that is worth people paying to have a reading from you. Um, it's it takes some time. Sometimes you can doubt yourself. Am I really ready for that? But it really looks like you've got the right energy, the right intentions with this Knight of Wands. Um, and as you nurture yourself spiritually and break restraints, which will basically be thought processes that are holding you back, you know, that is the time that you need to move forward, expand your horizons, try new things. Um, Getting tapped into the local metaphysical community, um, joining up with other tarot readers in the area, potentially learning from them, um, getting in at psychic fairs, or I knew some friends that after they had learned tarot, they still weren't necessarily at professional level, but they knew the cards pretty well, and to help expand their horizons and challenge themselves, they would set up at different events, maybe pride events or different holiday events, perhaps a Samhain event, anywhere that you can set up a little booth and, you know, market yourself that way. When you're out there in a broader area, not just restricted to friends and family that are close to you, um, strangers come by, they see you offering a tarot reading, and they will give you that opportunity to read for them. And it's an exciting prospect when you start getting out into those venues and putting yourself out there, uh, and getting those kinds of reactions and feedbacks from people you don't know. But, just look around, talk to people, keep an open mind, and start putting yourself out there. You know, you have this Three of Wands, and that means, expand your horizons, branch out, start stepping out, exposing yourself more, and getting more exposure. Um, Maybe even just going to a coffee shop and laying out cards and, talking to people as they stop by and ask you about what it is you're doing. Just brainstorm, and maybe you even have some friends that you can brainstorm with about where you should go and what you should try. But definitely, this Three of Wands is saying put yourself out there, expand your horizons. It's time to step out and put your foot in the water and see where things go with this tarot reading practice. Um, as you start your journey, things will present themselves and you will be shown what next step to take. So just be brave, be confident, and make that first step outside your comfort zone and move forward. And, I will say I'm excited for you. I think you'll do very well. It looks like you have what you need and what you need to concentrate on. So just step out there and start using your gift and your talent to help other people. Just remember, your passion. That's your soul's purpose, is following your passion of helping people and being there for them. And it will take you where you need to go. Well, I hope this reading was helpful for you. I wish you the best of luck and blessed be.